We're in Chester, the Roman city on the Shropshire Union Canal.
Why is it called Shropshire Union?
I'm glad I got you to ask me that one. It never used to be the Shropshire Union. Union is a clue to what happened. They were all separate canals back in the days when they were built, and this used to be the Chester Canal, and it ran from Nantwich further down there. Do you remember where the guy tried to nick his bike?
Oh, and you chased after him naked?
In my pants, yeah. And it ran from there down here to Chester, where it dropped a couple of locks into the River Dee. And then this bit, this was the Ellesmere, or it would have been the Ellesmere Canal, which ran from Chester up to Ellesmere Port. Further down you had the Montgomeryshire Canal.
Oh, that's a gobful.
It is a mouthful, isn't it? And then the Birmingham and Liverpool Canal, and they were all joined together to form the Shropshire Union Canal Company. But then the railways started getting popular.
Popular?
Yeah. And so they changed it to the Shropshire Union Railways and Canal Company. There you go. Are you glad you know that now?
Could they get a longer title?
The main line was built by Thomas Telford. He's like my favourite hard.
Yes.
He's like the Vladimir Putin of canal building, isn't he?
He is.
And he had a right ego. He even built a warehouse just here, and he called it after himself. Telford's Warehouse. No, he didn't really. It's a pub now. What?
Nothing.
It was turned into a pub in the 1980s, and it burnt down about 20, well, not burnt down, but there's a lot of damage about 20 years ago. But it's back up and running. It's just over there, and it's a pub. And I wonder what Thomas Telford would make of people eating like steak and chips in his warehouse. Fish finger butties. Do you think they had them back in the day?
Probably not, no.
Today we're heading southeast from Chester down towards a village called Christleton. It sounds nice, doesn't it?
It does sound nice.
Christmassy. I wonder if they have tinsel on the mornings.
They better do.
We'll have to wait and see. The other thing about today is that we've got some locks to do. What's a lock?
Oh, it's been a long time.
I don't remember last time we did a lock. I think we need to start warming up a bit, don't we? Do some exercising.
Get some muscles.
Just around the corner from the basin we were moored in is the first set of locks called Northgate locks, and they might look a bit intimidating. It's a 3-staircase lock where there's no space in between. Originally there used to be 5, and they went down to the River Dee, which is behind us. They look a bit intimidating. They raised the canal by about 33 feet, and they were dug out of solid sandstone. Imagine the work that must have gone into that, just using little bits of explosives and hand tools back in the late 1700s. So that we can safely climb the staircase, we've got to make sure all 3 locks are set correctly, otherwise we'll run into some serious problems later. What is a staircase lock, and why is it different to a normal lock? Well, a normal lock has a gate at each side, a top gate and a bottom gate, and then it has the pound of water at each side. A staircase lock doesn't have any water between each lock. So the top gates of the bottom lock form the bottom gates of the next lock, and so on. And a staircase can be anything from 2, 3, 4. Bingley Five Rise has got 5 locks in a staircase. So let's show you how it works. We're at the bottom, and this lock needs to be empty so that we can get the boat in it, obviously. The middle lock's got to be full so that we can use that water to fill the bottom lock. The top lock also needs to be full so that we can use the water there to refill the middle lock. Luckily for us, Canal and River Trust volunteer Chris has already set the staircase for us, so with Otis fast asleep inside the boat, we're coming straight into the lower chamber. Once Sean's safely in the bottom lock and the gates have been closed, Chris fills it by opening the paddles and emptying the water that's in the middle lock. When the bottom and middle water levels are equal, Chris opens the gates, closes the paddles, and Sean moves the boat into the middle chamber. Chris closes the gates and opens the paddles by the upper lock gates to empty the water from the top chamber into this middle one. Once the water has emptied out of the top lock into the middle lock and equalised, Chris can open the gates and Silver Fox can come in to the top lock. This time, Chris opens the paddles by the top lock and that fills the chamber with water from the canal. Once the water in the lock is level with the canal, Chris opens the gates, closes the paddles, and that's it, we're done. The whole thing took about 20 minutes. During the busy season, volunteers like Chris give up their spare time to come and help boaters through these and hundreds of other locks across the country. If you're interested in joining the Canal and River Trust team of volunteers, I've put a link to the website in the video description. I've got a bit of a sweat on watching Chris do all that work. We really need to big up the volunteers for the Canal and River Trust. He does that for nothing. He literally comes down and uses his spare valuable time to help boaters through the lock and give assistance, which is valuable, especially for people that are maybe hiring a boat for the first time or are quite new to boating, because staircase locks like that, when you see that chamber in front of you rising high, it can be pretty daunting, can't it?
It can be quite intimidating.
It's hard to believe that all that sandstone was dug out by hand, literally by hand. And you'd be mistaken for thinking that they form part of the city walls, which are way up there, about 30 feet up above us. And the walls are like in a rectangle shape around Chester. They were built by the Romans about 2,000 years ago to defend the city. And the bit of canal that we're on, way back in the day, was actually a moat around the city walls. So the canal engineers took advantage of what was left of it at the time when they were digging the canal. Just over my right shoulder is King Charles Tower, also known as Phoenix Tower, like Phoenix Nights.
Ooh.
Garlic bread.
It's spitting.
It's spitting. And also Newton Tower. According to legend, King Charles I was standing in that tower watching his troops coming back defeated during the siege of Chester in 1645. And it wasn't long after that he actually surrendered, and then after being imprisoned and escaping and a bit of other faff, he was finally executed a couple of years later. Did you know there's a lot of natural springs around Chester, and they all flow into a watercourse called the Fluckerbrook. Sounds like something you fly on in Germany, doesn't it?
A what?
A Fluckerbrook. On our right hand side is Chester Water Tower, and it holds about 268,000 gallons of water, mainly from the River Dee, which I'm now regretting having a wee in earlier on.
Oh.
Anyway, it was built in 1852 by F.L. Bateman, but nobody knows what the FL stands for, so we'll just call him Master. And it's been extended twice. If you look at the concrete rings, you can see it's been raised a couple of times. And it was built out of brick and red sandstone. Are you alright there, Maud? It was built out of brick and red sandstone, but red sandstone's not a good long-term thing for building things.
No, it's a bit erosive.
And things started falling off, basically. The sandstone started just like crumbling and falling off and hitting the workmen, and that's not good. So they had to spend quite a lot of cash to get it fixed up, and it actually looks quite nice now. chemistry lock. Do you know who it was named after?
Professor Proton.
Professor Proton. Nearly. No. It was named after a chemical factory nearby that used to make acid for the tanneries in Runcorn. Do you remember them?
I do.
Originally, it wasn't always called chemistry lock. Originally, it was called Spitalfields lock, as in Spitalfields lock. After a leper hospital that was just down the road there. We'll not go there, I don't think. And you see the drain, you see the sluice that goes down and under the lock cottage. I found, oh, it's a bit windy, isn't it? I found something out about that. That made me chuckle, like Dr. Hibbert. and that was that the sluice doesn't go down a normal channel and back into the lower pound of the cut. It actually does like a little helter-skelter right underneath the lock cottage.
Can you ride on it?
You could ride on it. You wouldn't want to though, because right above the sluice is the toilet from the lock cottage. And when they built it, it was built that way so that when the lockkeeper or his family or any visiting dignitaries flushed the toilet, it would just drop into the sluice and be washed into the lower pound of the canal.
Please tell me it still doesn't do that.
It doesn't do that anymore. No, they've got proper sewerage now. But even worse is when they did do it, what they didn't know is the city baths further down in Chester used to take water from the canal.
Oh.
This is Tarvin Lock, and there's three interesting things about this lock. One is it overlooks a lovely cricket field. On a day like today, when they're actually playing a game, it's lovely. On the port side is a beautifully restored original lock cottage. It really is nice, to tell you, I could live in there. And on the right hand side is quite a rare example, a surviving example of an old toll booth. It was originally a lengthsman's hut. What's a lengthsman? Well, they were like a warden, a caretaker, and they were responsible for certain lengths of the canal. They looked after it and made sure everything was as it should be. When it was turned into a toll booth, they put the windows in, which have since been bricked up, and boats were charged money to pass through. And now, sometimes you pay for the amount of cargo you were carrying, but here it was how much water you were using. So because it was a double lock, the boatman would wait for another boat because they'd use the same amount of water but only pay half. Clever, eh? Oh, nice miss! Why does it keep getting breezy towards the end of our cruises? That's weird, isn't it? So that was Christleton Lock, which is the last of the 5 plus the 3 staircase locks. And there's no more locks now for 8 miles.
Yay!
Time for a Mars bar. I like that music.
It's lovely.
It goes well with all that nice relaxing video, doesn't it?
It's lovely.
We haven't done one of them like relaxing montages for ages, have we?
Haven't we?
No, we haven't. He's got no idea what I'm talking about. Boat!
Where?
Here. We're here. We've done for the day.
Yes.
6 hours and 32 minutes to do what the guidebook said was 1 hour and 48 minutes. But it's been one of them days today, hasn't it? It's been weird.
Oh, people rushing.
We didn't get this faff on the River Weaver, did we?
No, we didn't.
They were actually slower on the Mersey.
Yes.
With an incoming tide. People trying to get in the lock before we got out the blooming thing. People appearing from trees.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
It was.
That's never happened before us. That 3 times, just boats appearing from trees.
Yeah, they just came through it.
Christleton had no tinsel,
Nope, so it's not Christmas.
but lots of hanging willow. Is it willow?
Yes,
That's where the boats were coming out from, wasn't
it
it?
is.
And we moored between Christleton and Brown Heath, which doesn't sound as nice as Christleton. Right behind Fran and Rich again on Laura Maisie.
We caught them up.
They borrowed some coffee a week ago and we've come to get it back. They don't know it yet because they're out at the moment. But we're here and we're done for the day. I'm hungry and thirsty.
I am.
And I need a good cough. Do you know when you need a good cough? Yeah. So yeah, we're done. We hope you've enjoyed your day with us. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more of this mayhem. Click the thumbs up button, give us a like and hit the notifications bell. YouTube will let you know every time we release a new video, which is
Friday
at
4 o'clock.
there you go. Help us support the channel. Click the link up above Sean's head if you're watching on a phone and join as a YouTube member, or just print some posters up and go and put them in B&Q. They always like that, don't they?
No, they don't. I got thrown out.
You really did. We'll see you next week. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Ta-ra.
We're not where we was, are we? We're not. We. You wake up, Sean. Yay!
He got it right.
Whew. It was built.
He got it wrong.
That's an interesting question. I'm glad you got you to ask. I'm glad. Yep. Rewind. And it wasn't long after that he was captured and he was hung. No, I mean he was. They were coming back from battle all defeated. After. Yeah. And I got one for Christmas, thinking I could make a little tiny nuclear bomb to put in Missile. Well, as soon as we got here, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, Sean was out like a flash trimming his bush. We're going to stay here for a couple of days before we move on, and there's some people on bikes coming, so we've got to stop now and move the camera so that they can get by. One. Oh. Every time we press the button, it turns the wind on, doesn't it?
Get a bit of breeze.
It turns the wind on. There we go again, you see. We're here. And thank heck.
Thank heck.
Because it's been a stressful day.
Heck.
You hadn't seen a lot of it. We've made it look all lovely with nice music. And it's like an essence of Richard Clayderman.
Richard
Clayderman and Ella Fitzgerald, isn't it, today's music?
Elephant what?
No. Elephant foot. I mean, Nana had one of them. No, she had to have a big plaster and certain like creep. Anyway, calm down, people.
Still not Christmassy though.
We're going to chill for a few days here. Hello. And we moored. Yes, hello. We moored. What? No, we're not Ant and Dec. We moored back behind. We're aging badly for Fran and Dec, aren't we? And YouTube will let you know when we rewind, return, release a new vlog.